This is Silly Kelly, and I'm going to do a review of the Snowden movie. Yeah, I saw it earlier today, around noon or so. Yeah, and, yeah, this was a story about 3 years ago. Based on a story about 3 years ago, a NSA CIA operative apparently found out about all the wiretapping and stuff the government was doing and leaked it to The Guardian and then several other papers after that. And leaked the information about the wiretapping. Yeah, and then he disappeared from Hawaii and then disappeared to Hong Kong, and then I guess he was in Hong Kong briefly, and then he was in Russia. He's in Russia now, Soviet Union, as far as we know. So this is an Oliver Stone movie about him. It's sort of a documentary. Clearly, they want the Oscar. It's early September though, so like that other movie, trying to get the Oscar, may be an interesting contest if the Oscar people remember this movie. Come around next January, roughly, when they do the Oscar picks. So far, we had 2 movies that have drama in them that would get Oscars. We got Sully and now Snowden. Sully was about a airline pilot, and Snowden is about the NSA spying thing that was going on that everybody kind of knew about, that they kept hinting at on shows like 24. The Stone Gremlins Productions just did a review that lasted a very long time of this movie. I'm not going to go on that long about it. Note that my computer does not have a webcam on it because I know they can spy on me. So yes, this is not a live blog thing. Turn it off. But yeah, they wouldn't have any reason to spy on me. I would have been 4F. So yeah, I wasn't in any kind of military thing or organization or anything like that. And my computer skills are not nearly good enough to be like some kind of a genius hacker or something. No, not at all. I get frustrated when Windows doesn't work correctly. So, nothing there. Now the conspiracy theorists will be all, oh no, he's a hacker. No, not at all. I have to get IT people to help me out. I have an IT problem. Yeah. So, although I don't doubt that the government totally could put a pinhole camera on everything on Earth they wanted to, they just don't. It's just, they use a cell phone to do that, like in the Batman movie. But they probably could. One other thing that was odd about the movie that stuck out liberally in watching it in the theater, a fairly packed theater, was that Hollywood tends to do like a Skype call with utter perfect clarity. The Skype call is on a screen, like a green screen, and they broadcast the guy's face, and it looks perfect. He's either a giant face on the screen or a smaller face on the screen. It's like, that ain't what Skype looks like. Sorry. You get Skype on that laptop, it's going to look all like, or a computer thing. This is a computer, but put it on a laptop. It'll look okay, but it won't look anything like a high definition 70, foot screen. Like, it doesn't look like that at all. None of that technology looks like that yet. So, given that, of course, maybe the NSA bad guy chief had like a 4K TV, and he had that in his office. Maybe he did. I don't know, but it's just like no, it's not gonna look like that. To intimidate him and stuff. It's like there's probably I've seen a lot of spy movies. I've never done. I'm not a spy person, obviously. I've seen a lot of movies and mysteries and things like that, and then James Bonds and stuff like that. And it used to be, like a science fiction kind of person, and obviously I have no access to anything like that because if you're really in the CIA, you don't discuss it. If you're really in the FBI, you don't discuss it. If I'm discussing it, obviously not, involved in any of that. So. Get that out of the way. No, I'm not doing that. Never done that. And there were some oddities in the movie, like there was a polygraph test they kept giving him to see whether he lied or not. Not admissible in court. The polygraph, or lie detector, was invented by the guy that invented Wonder Woman. And it doesn't work. It's based entirely on intimidation. If you're crazy enough, and you're pathological enough, it won't go off. Yeah, it won't show up. It's not like in the movie where, oh, well, there's a little lie on the thing there. They went up. It's like, no, that wouldn't happen. But yeah, that said, if they gave me a lie detector test and were all coercing me, I would probably admit to stuff I didn't do. Because, yeah, it would freak me out to have a lie detector test, so they shouldn't give me one. Um, but yeah, yeah, got no actual secrets, nothing. But yeah, I am wearing the shirt that I wore in the Benghazi review. It's a shirt, a Giants shirt. It's not some secret message. So, other things that were odd was that the character was kind of arrogant and obnoxious to his girlfriend, but she was too. There were other arrogant people. There was a great all-star cast. Quinto was in it. We had got a bunch of other people. The guy playing Snowden did a really good job of copying his voice. Very much, very good job. I don't remember the name though. Quinto was the other guy. Quinto was the sort of hippie dude. Then there was a third dude, and yeah, I don't know all the newer actors. I'm sorry, but anyway, the Snowden movie. Yeah, I don't want to say much about the particulars, just because I'm a little paranoid. So, I'm not going to go into that. Suffice it to say that the movie was mentioned at my sister's house last Sunday, and since they think I'm a flaming liberal at Martha's house, even though I'm not really, I'm a centrist. Martha's sort of a centrist, more leaning conservative than me. I said, "Oh yeah, he's a traitor." And they were like, "Really? You think that?" Like, yeah. He stole secrets and gave them out to the journalists. Yeah, that would be a traitor. That kind of would be. But yeah, so whatever your views in the movie, they sort of said either way. It wasn't just started with the Bush years, went on to the Obama years, with all the spying stuff going on. Yeah, he stole secrets. He's in trouble. He should come back to the U.S. and put in Gitmo or something, and or whatever it is they do. I don't know. But I don't think they should do like Donald Trump and have something bad happen to him. I think they should just like put him in jail, slap on the wrist or something, and then hire him for something. That's what they do in the spook house. Yeah, they don't do it like in the movies. Trump thinks it's like the movies and it's like 24 or something, and they could just like do like James Bond and like whack him or something, and it's like. That doesn't really happen. I mean, it does, but it doesn't really happen like that. They don't do like James Bond. There's no like super spies running around going, ooh. It's most likely a guy typing at a computer, and Oliver Stone can make a guy typing at a computer kind of interesting, which is pretty cool. I think my brother Robert will like this movie a lot. I'd watch it over and over again. But oh yeah, because it was funny to watch the other people squirm at the end that were in trouble, but they were on both sides, so both sides were squirming. In the sense that they, the ones that did bad things with they were doing unsanctioned drone stuff, other things like that, secret things they weren't supposed to do. And Hollywood, of course, makes your movie a little more. I'm not going to go into too much of the details because it's kind of a freaky movie, so I didn't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. There's just extradite him and put him in jail. Okay. They should do. But it's a good movie. It's Oscar worthy. Certainly the acting was. Nicolas Cage is in it. A cameo, a rather amusing cameo. Of course, he has to be in it somewhere, and And yeah, he was smoking. He was doing something else with the Enigma and some other machines that he was playing with. He was a professor in the movie. There was another professor this guy screws over. He's a hacker, basically. Obama didn't want to go after him. He just said, "Oh, I'm not going to go after this hacker." And it's like, it was basically a hacker. So it's like, yeah, sort of a whistleblower hacker guy. But yeah, I don't really know anything about him other than what he did, from the internet. The speech at the end where he talked on the internet thing, I'd seen that. It's funny how the Fox people are going on about Hillary Clinton's emails, but this Snowden guy apparently, he had a lot more than the emails. He got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, kind of a touchy subject movie. Not for the faint-hearted. I would say it's not. It's not a kids movie in the sense kids won't get it. So don't take your kids to see it. They just won't get it. It's an adult movie. It has a love scene, but it's poorly lit, and you can tell what's going on. But yeah, that was probably Oliver Stone. You know what? No, that was another thing that was odd about that movie. It's like, and they pointed out on Stone Gremlin as well. I don't work for Stone Gremlin. I just kept mentioning the review. I have nothing to do with them. They're in Minnesota. Of course, if I visit down relatives in Minnesota, I'll have to go see it, look them up. But I haven't done that. Anyway, so they're not my relatives. I'm just saying I have relatives in Minnesota. Anyway, they were talking about the girlfriend and the guy friend, and how come the guy and the girl would even like each other. I was thinking that as well. It was kind of like a Big Bang Theory thing. And like my guess is that actually secretly she was as nuts as he was, so she didn't mind. Or she could sense that he was like really, really smart. So that smarts angle got to him. Not that he wasn't a jock or anything, because he ruined his knees during basic training and his legs. Which I think they would have figured that out. But but yeah. He would have been, yeah, they should have figured that out early on in Section 4F. The actor did a good job. I think he's definitely an Oscar-worthy performance. Yeah, sure. He should get Best Actor nod, at least nomination, and the picture should get Best Picture nomination, along with Scully for Tom Hanks. Actually, Tom Hanks has enough Oscars. I think they should give it to this new guy. But yeah, there's nothing quite as intense as The Revenant this year. So. Anyways, Oliver Stone makes you paranoid. Just watch JFK. It'll definitely make you paranoid. Some of his other stuff too. Didn't he do Wolf of Wall Street? I thought he did. He did one of those Wall Street movies. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, and he's kind of a liberal too. So he's a film director. Yeah, he's getting a little long in the tooth too. He's been doing movies for many, many years. Yeah, Oliver Stone. He's been getting Oscar movies for many years. He's one of those old guard guys. If you're in film school, you have to learn all the classics are. All the classic guys are. You have to learn about Scorsese and Coppola, Oliver Stone, Steven Spielberg, those kind of Ron Howard, to an extent. Tim Burton, I guess you'd know about a little bit. Also, you have to know. You have to know the classic guys. Cecil B. DeMille, Ford, and stuff like that. So you gotta know who all those guys are. But yeah, those directors. And of course, most younger people know who Steven Spielberg is, hopefully. And hopefully they know who Tim Burton is. They know who, those guys are. Hopefully they know who that is. But yes. But Coppola and Oliver Stone and them, to somebody under 30, they might not know who that is. Which is kind of scary. So, but yeah, Oliver Stone. Yeah. I don't know if he got stoned, but his name is Oliver Stone. Done and directed a movie about Snowden. Anyway, so computer mysteriously turned off. It's them! No.